Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, obviously, as you can tell, we're going to be doing the Multiverse of Madness 2 trailer, the second trailer of of Madness that came out last night at the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, this trailer is absolutely crazy, so yeah, let's just get into it. I hope you guys do enjoy the video and tell us what you thought of the trailer, and yeah, let's just get into it. So, we start off with the trailer with kind of Doctor Strange talking about how he goes through a nightmare, talking how he goes through his dreams and how like the multiverse, how it's been affecting him. We see a lot of snippets of stuff until he wakes up. Um, and obviously, he's been going through nightmares of the multiverse. Now we don't know if this is maybe possibly because of the events of No Way Home or maybe the events of Endgame. Obviously, going back in time and actually Doctor Strange predicting what's going to happen. But I think it might be No Way Home. But that does. But maybe that explains that he might remember Peter Parker. But I don't know, because it wouldn't make sense if he can remember the spell but can't remember who why he did it. I think that would make him confused, obviously. So, yeah, because he explains in the trailer, he explains he had to do it to obviously um, to protect the world from what was happening with everything that was coming through because of Spider-Man. And after that, when we hear Wong saying you open a doorway between a different universe, what we see the same thing we saw in What If in this scene, and it's the whole or this reality just going away and fading, kind of like we saw in the Strange Supreme episode on What If. I thought that's very cool and a link back, and that could hint at what could come in this. We see Christine Palmer return, and we see Wanda again as the Scarlet Witch. Obviously, we see more of what we saw from the first trailer of Wanda explaining what the multiverse is, and she talks about how Vision had his theories on what the multiverse was and with different realities and dangerous, which we all knew it is, and it's pretty obvious. Um, and yeah, I think this is gonna be absolutely crazy. And we step into the multiverse after this. We see a big more of this multiverse. Obviously, we see Mordo come back and talked about how Steven is um, basically a villain to the reality, and kind of it's his fault in affecting everything. Then we see Doctor Stephen Strange get locked up, and we see a different kind of environment, and he's been taken away by different kind of robots, I guess you could call them. They do look familiar though. They have been seen in the comics before, um, and it does remind us a lot, and obviously a mysterious voice, which I think we know who it is, and I think it is going to be Professor X, which is absolutely amazing and does confirm our theories of the X-Men returning, as this person or mystery voice does say we should tell him the truth. Now, obviously, we don't know what that truth is. It could be Professor X telling him about the multiverse, because what we could know is that I think the X-Men, especially Professor X, I think he knows a lot more about the multiverse than Steven does, and I think we'll see that in this film. And if we see the X-Men, I think we're going to see a lot more characters, like, you know, Fantastic Four variants and such like that. And so we see variants later on in the trailer as well. Um, Obviously, in this, we go into the Savage Land, which explains our theory more, or our our theory more of the X-Men returning with Professor X, as the Savage Land is from the comics, and is with the X-Men is on Savage Land, and yeah, the Savage Land is mainly used in the X-Men comics, so that probably confirms our theory a bit more, as we see Doctor Strange in it with many creatures in the background as well. Um, and later on in the trailer, we do see more of the evil Strange. Now, I do not think this is Strange Supreme, like I said earlier. I think we might see Strange Supreme, but this isn't Strange Supreme. It does say in the trailer that it is called Sinister Strange, so if that does explain anything, I think that obviously could be his name. That is a villain, another villain Doctor Strange that we've seen, so we know that there's more than obviously one evil Doctor Strange around the universes, so that's very cool. And we hear him say the same line that we heard in the first trailer. And after this, we see a mysterious character fly through. Now, at first, when I saw the trailer, I thought it was Human Torch, which obviously confirmed my theory of the Fantastic Four coming in, of the variants. But then I saw it more, and then we see Wanda come back, and I looked into the character a bit more, did some more analysing, and I do think that this is a Captain Marvel variant, as we see her power is kind of like it's blue, her beam when she's fighting Wanda, or the Wanda variant, as I do think this is a Wanda variant, not the Wanda we know as she's in the Scarlet Witch outfit. Obviously, and this Wanda's looks different, as and we do see that later on in the trailer with this Wanda, kind of in a different outfit, and actually seeing the other Wanda or our Scarlet Witch. And yeah, I do think this is definitely a Captain Marvel variant, and I'd love to see how that fight does play out. Maybe this Captain Marvel is the same one from What If episode when she's fighting Thor, maybe, but obviously we don't know. I was gonna say Infinity Ultron, but obviously that one died, and so yeah, I'm not too sure. Realistically, it could be anyone that could, or anything could happen between them. And then we hear an interesting line from Wanda as she says, "You break the rules." And obviously Strange becomes the hero, and when she does it, she becomes the villain. And I think that's a very interesting line. As after this, we see Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch, her variant from a different time, maybe her from the past, putting her hand on Scarlet Witch, or our Wanda's variant on her cheek. So, and there is an interesting bit as well. On her forehead, she has the same mark as some Caecilius from the Doctor Strange, the villain from Doctor Strange, and maybe that could explain a few things. But we'll obviously find out a bit more in the film, obviously. Obviously we hear Wanda say that it doesn't seem fair, which I kind of understand where she comes from with that bit about her obviously not understanding her power yet, and everyone thinking that she's a villain because of what she's doing as the Scarlet Witch. We see a cool fight scene, and then we do see Wanda or Scarlet Witch, or well, no, we see the same variant of Wanda again, but from before, and then we see a bit from at the end of the trailer, and it is, well, at first I thought it was Strange Supreme with all the arms coming out, and obviously as we saw in the Strange Supreme episode, he kind of absorbs all the creatures from the magic and the spells, and obviously the arms come out. But then I looked into it in more detail, and I do think this is Zombie Strange, which is very cool. And earlier on in the trailer, just before that, we did see Zombie Wanda as well, which I think is very, very cool. I think this is all coming together with What If as well. Obviously, What If having a big part in the multiverse. But overall, this movie is going to be absolutely incredible and crazy. As we know, Multiverse of Madness, it is going to be a madness of a movie, and I cannot wait for it. With everything going on with the zombies, Evil Strange, Wanda variants, Captain Marvel variants, X-Men coming into the movie. I think it's going to be crazy. Maybe we'll see Loki in this film. I think we're going to see a lot more characters than we see in this as well. Obviously, the poster that came out, you can see the shard of a shard or broken shield of Captain Carter's shield on the ground. It is definitely her shield. So I do think that explains more of What If come into it. I think Captain Carter will definitely be in it, showing obviously her shield in the poster, or a bit of her shield in the bottom right of the poster, and there was a bit in the trailer where we see a little scene, or it wasn't that much, but it was definitely a little scene of Iron Man and an Iron Man variant, which is Tom Cruise, and there was many rumors going around that Tom Cruise would appear in this film. And yeah, I cannot wait for this film. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Tell us what you thought of the trailer down below. Are you excited for Multiverse of Madness? I'm sure you are, because I'm pretty sure everyone is. It's going to be a crazy movie. I cannot wait to see the variants and what happens in this film. I hope you had a good day, and goodbye.